Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Dr. Lynda Cramer. Okay, today is where I'm going to share the prophecies. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Lynda Cramer, and all my life I was a psychic. I started seeing ghosts at about 6 years of age, and progressing through till 2001, I had one of the most in-depth near-death experiences. I believe personally that I went to heaven for 5 years. During that time, because time does not exist, right? I went and I met my great-great-great-great-grandmother. Her name was Cramer. When I spoke to Cramer, which I assumed to be for about 18 months, let me explain this because there's no time. Imagine you make a phone call today where you're talking to a friend. Hi, how you going? You may talk for an hour. So when you get off that phone call, you think back at what you said and what you heard during that hour. Now multiply that by 1,000,000. When I had these conversations with Cramer, they went for, I think, 18 months, where she was just standing in front of me and telling me what was happening in her life as well as what would happen in mine. Now, she told me what would happen in mine. She told me that I would have a child 4 years later. How does this work? I did. She told me all about my daughter Tash. She told me the day to conceive her, and I'm being honest here. This is all verified. I've told people about this and it all came true. She told me that I would work with the police for 10 years, and I did. 10 years, from 2002 to 2012. Now remember, I spoke to her in 2001 when I died. She told me I'd need 2 years off. She told me I'd be a first aid trainer for 2 years after that. I was a first aid trainer from January 2015 until January 2017. 2 years. So when I look at all these prophecies about myself that came true of what she told me, I must believe the other prophecies she told me. She told me about tsunamis, one that would kill 250,000 people. Now we all know the tsunami we're talking about. It hit up in Indonesia. 250,000 people died. She told me that. She showed me that. I saw people. You don't want to know. I saw earthquakes. She told me about them. She told me about the Hawaiian volcano, where 2 miles of land will come after. And that's exactly what's happened now. 2 miles of land has spewed out from all the lava fields. So all these prophecies that she told me have now come true. So I am a psychic medium. I've spoken to my great-great-great-great-grandmother who lived in the 1800s. So if you do want some proof, here is my book, 5 Years in Heaven. It's available on Lulu. However, come to me personally and get it for cheaper. Okay? I also have all my medical files. That's how thick my medical files are. From when I died, I was in the Cabarrus County Hospital in the USA. So here is my medical files, just so you can see. So I've got all my medical files that prove that I was 14 minutes clinically dead. Okay? Just so, because there are naysayers out here who may be listening to this. Now, what I'm about to tell you guys about what she said about the global world, please know these are assumptions. These are psychic impressions. These are not fact-based. These are not scientifically proven. Okay? However, based on what knowledge that I have already acquired from things coming true, I personally believe this. If you don't personally believe this, this is your prerogative. Don't get nasty with the messenger. Do not shoot the messenger for telling you something that may be plausible enough to be reality. Okay? So the first thing that she said to me regarding all this was that it didn't start in 2019. It started in 2003. 2003, she said, will be the year. Now remember, she was talking to me in 2001. 2003, they will devise a plan whereby they must eliminate. If you're following what I'm telling you, I have to be careful of how YouTube listens to people. They give us community strikes. So I must guard my words because I want you guys to hear what I've known now for 22 years. Okay? This has been a burden to me because for the past year, I've had to stay quiet. I've only been emailing people. Shh, don't tell anyone else. But I've emailed over 2,000 people my prophecies of what's going on. So they have known for years, all these thousands of people. First thing she said, it was going to come out in 2003. Then, oh what luck, there is a video from 2005 where a guy is at the Pentagon and he's talking about the VMAT2 gene, how they want to eliminate the God gene so religious people do not connect to their belief system. So if you want a copy, my email is below, and all you got to do is put in the heading. Don't write me an email, please. I don't get time for emails. But just put in the email, Pentagon video or 2005 video. That's all you got to do. Write that in the subject because then I just reply with it attached. We got to remember it was uploaded in 2005, what they're talking about. So, which brings me to the next point. What did she tell me? She said the cure will come before the sickness. Now, we all hopefully know what I'm talking about here. Okay? Remember the word eliminate. Okay? Oh my God. You know, I go back to 2001. I can see her standing in front of me so vividly. You know, I've got a picture in my book of what she looks like, and I can still see the hair. I can still see her clothing. I can still see the no floor under her feet because she wasn't standing on the floor when we were talking. I still remember the accent that she had. I still remember every single detail about her standing in front of me and telling me all about this stuff. So in my book, there's a photo of her. There's me in my pajamas because I died. She was showing me the tunnel at that point. But anyway, we won't go into reincarnation today because this is about my future prophecies. So let's go back there. She said, do not take the sickness. No, sorry. Take that back. She said, do not take the cure, for the cure is the sickness. Look how many people now, unverified, because no one's reporting this stuff anymore, right? It's breaking my heart. Those in charge will devise a way to eliminate. That's a quote. Another quote was, do not take this cure, for the cure is the sickness. Another quote she said was, billions will perish. Billions will perish during 2023 to 2025. You know, we've got to look at what's going on the world now with whether it's 5G, whether it's chemtrails, whether it's these medical procedures. What else is out there? There's all these things that can kill us, right? There's masses of things out there now that can kill us. But at the end of the day, we must stay true to who we are. For that was another thing she said to me. True colours will come out. Those who are negative will show their negativity, and those living in love will be loving to others. So this is a time when we have to look within ourselves, guys. We have to draw out of us at somewhere deep within us those memories of who we are and who we once were. This is not a time to be angry about what's going on the planet. This is a time to remember back to when it was good. When did we have those good days? When did we have that beautiful things happening to us? This is a time now to hold each other. And this is another prophecy, she said. Those in charge will keep us away, for they know that being connected is through our energy. So our energy force is called our aura. Our auras emit from us 1.5 meters. Isn't it ironic that 20 years later comes out a mandate where it said, please stay 1.5 meters away from other people? Then we have the touching by here, because they know we don't want to be connected. They know that we can't use our innate abilities of energetic connection. And then we go to our aura ourselves. I'm a psychic medium, and it was probably about 5 years ago that I started seeing auras. And I had, let me just find it. No, I don't have it readily available, but no, I don't have them here. But I have all the paint samples where I went up to the hardware store and I actually got all the colours. So when I was talking to people, I could say I could see this hue of blue around you, not light blue, and I'd name it. I can't do psychic aura readings anymore. That's why I stopped, because those that took this thing no longer have auras. Now, one day I was down the coast with my friend Sally. Sorry, Sally, I just named you. And she said, let's test it. We went down the coast and a guy was coming up towards us and she said, has he got an aura? And I said, no, he doesn't. So I went up to him and I said, hey, hi, how are you going today? By the way, have you had any? And he said, yes. Next person coming towards us, Sally said, have they got an aura? And I said, actually, they do. So I went up to them and I said, hey, hi, how are you going? By the way, have you had it? No, I haven't. Then there was a family and I said, she has, but he hasn't. So I went up to them with their kids. And we were accurate again. She had it. He didn't. So I've been tested now hundreds of times. I walk into a shopping centre and I can see the blue, the purple, the pinks, the rosy colours around those who haven't had this stuff. Then I see the ones that did take it. And they're grey. Grey. I remember years ago I watched a movie where, I think it was Twilight Zone? We're going back a while now. But a guy could see energy around people and he got into an elevator and no one had their auras. And he thought, oh, I'm not getting into that elevator. And the elevator crashed and everyone died. I don't want to compare it. I just want to believe here that what this has done is it stopped us hearing what is truly out there. They're still talking to us. My lady, she talks to me every day. Now, if you want to know who my lady is, I talk about her in my book also. But whether she's my guardian angel, psychic angel, she's me as my higher self, I don't care. But she talks to me every day and I can hear her. And these people that are out there now that are angry, frustrated, deserving types, they're not listening anymore to their sources. And that is the biggest problem here. So moving forward, what did she say to me? She said those who survive this, and I'm just going to say a word there, genie side, if you know what I'm talking about. The genie side of this, those who come out of this, we're still connected. We are going to be starting to evolve towards the aliens. Now, she didn't call them aliens. She said visitors. So when the visitors start coming, Now, isn't it funny that there's been no visitor interaction for the past couple of years? How many abductions have we heard about? And it was actually my daughter who told me the answer. So I was sitting with my daughter only about a week ago, and I said, isn't it funny how no one's been abducted? We haven't heard any abduction videos for a while now. And she said, Mum, why would they want to come and take someone who's not connected and can't listen to them? My daughter's really good with this stuff. She's only 17. So they're leaving us alone to deal with this on their own at this point. But I will go there. There was a night about a year ago, sitting outside, I saw an alien craft. It stopped in the sky long enough for me to go inside, get my daughter, and I came out and I said, look at that dot right there next to that big star. And then it started moving because they can hear us. They could hear my conversation with my daughter, and they knew that I meant them no harm. And they knew that my daughter, because of her intention, what she wanted to see that thing move too. So they moved around and was doing this, and then boom, off into the sky. My daughter looked at me and she said, Mum, I want to see another one. And I went, okay, ask for it. And she said, I want to see another one. And another one came in. Whether it was the same one or not, I don't know. But it did this right angle, perfect triangle formation, which I don't know if we have craft that can do this sort of maneuvering yet. But it stopped dead in its tracks. And we both saw it. So they are watching, just like our angels, just like our spirit guides. You know us to be spirit guides, right? Funny thing, I've done a lot of spirit guide readings, and they always come through to me because I can still connect to them. Even if you can't see your spirit guide, and if you do want to know what your spirit guide is, please contact me. My email is below. Okay, I've got a link there to book a session if you want to talk about it. I even draw pictures of spirit guides. Okay, they can be animal, they can be human, they can be angelic, they can be fictional characters like leprechauns, fairies, mermaids, but it's what they represent. The message is what's important, right? So if you want your spirit guide reading, please contact me. Okay, my links are below. So getting back to what she said truth and she said lies and deceit is everywhere. Everywhere. There is so much lies coming from those in charge. Do not listen to it. Look through it and see the truth. She said, funny one, she said, those telling the truth will be silenced. Look at what they're doing right now to Donald Trump. They've just taken him off the ballot. They're so scared of him, they don't even want him to be anywhere near politics anymore. But wait, for there is another Trump coming. I know who she is. Okay, and I just gave you as a hint, so you've got to listen to my words. But what will happen this year, 2023, don't expect it to get better. The only person that can make things get better is you. Don't rely on handouts. Don't rely on half-price food at the Woolworths or grocery stores. You've got to use your intuition to know when these sales are coming up. You've got to use your intuition to know when to move, when to sell, when to buy. And most of all, you've got to use your intuition to connect and stay in that love emotion. Because in 2025, when a lot of this starts blowing over, what we're going to start seeing is more love on the planet. There's going to be grief. There's going to be a hell of a lot of disturbances before 2025. And I'm not saying it's going to happen on January 1st, So it's not just like a year away. It could be 2 years away if it happens at the end of 25. So we've got a lot of roller coastering to do in that time. So this is where you find your tribe. Find those scattered all over the world who you listen to, respect, treasure, adore, and most importantly, who you trust to be saying the right things that your gut is listening to as well. Okay? This is not a time to be listening to the wars. We know they only generate wars when they need to generate money. Okay? So this is not a time to be listening to what is on the media. Okay? This is not a time to be out there listening to people who aren't knowledgeable about what's really going on. And most importantly, this is not a time to be listening to the angry, bitter, disappointed, privileged ones who do exist in society today. This is a time to look within. This is a time to know who you truly are and allow those true colours to come out. For if you're watching this, it shows me that you're on that same page as I am, and we want the best for ourselves, our family, our loved ones, our friends, and for all of humanity. So please don't shoot the messenger when I say bad times are coming. A lot of us are going into shortfalls. But if we trust, and if we believe, and we surrender to our entities that are guiding us, and we allow them to put us into the perfect opportunity, good things do happen. Look how in the past year, I've had major dental work which cost me thousands. I've just replaced my glasses. These are brand new glasses, by the way. I only got them last week. My daughter got brand new glasses, and she also got swimming goggles. So there was $2,000 that we needed to spend urgently. I've also bought myself a new lounge suite now that I'm in this new house, so I've got somewhere to sit now, because I was sitting on my outside furniture. It was like that scene out of Friends. I had the lawn chairs in the living room. So good things come when we listen and we release and surrender. So in closing, I'm going to teach us what to do. 5 months ago, I went to bed. My rent went up to the impossible amount that I could not afford. It was more than what I was bringing in. And I still had bills, fuel, insurances, car, food, my daughter's clothes to spend on. But my rent was more than what I was bringing in. So I couldn't stay there. I was homeless. That just happened 5 months ago. And look what happened. I went to bed and I said it, and I want you to rewind this, write it down and make it your own. And this is what I said. I was lying in bed and I said, I surrender. I let go of my ego. I want you to take over because you're now in charge. You've known me before my birth. You'll know me until my death. You know every single thing about who I truly am. So I let go of my ego and my needs or wants that I want in this life. You put me where you want me to be. And if you want me to continue my work for you, you will put me where I want to be. And I sat there in bed and I said, I want a view. I've now got I'm on the 3rd floor and I can see for 20 miles. I said, I want somewhere new. This is a brand new building that I'm in now. And I said, I want to be close to people. I've got 55 neighbours in this complex. I'm around people every day. Every time I go out the bin, I meet at least 3 or 4 neighbours. So I'm always in constant contact with people where I live. So they listened to me because I listened to them. The more we connect, even if we can't hear them, still talk to them because they hear every word. They hear every intentional thought that we have. If you do need guidance, if you want to see what your spirit guide is, there's a link below to book a session with me. Click the link, go over to my website and email me and we'll organise a Zoom call. Doesn't matter where you are on the planet. I've helped so many people all over the planet and I'm not well, I should say, I am very humbled by what I do. Bad things are coming to a lot of people, and it's now time to work out what side of that fence you truly want to be on. Because if this is the rapture, as they say in the Bible, where there's going to be ascension, start reading the teachings of heaven. Learn how to be a better person. All the self-emotions, how to let go of ego, how to let go of all the negativity like spitefulness, jealousies, rage that we have within us. And my new book, Hell Explained, is getting worked on as well. So that'll be coming out soon, because how do we know how we don't want to be unless someone tells us what we may be? So that's me for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video with some of the prophecies that I heard. Please stay true. Raise your vibrations up. How do we do that? The best way? Hug a tree, because trees are full of electrons, and our electrons are what creates positivity within our third eye. Do your tapping. Okay, I've got a video out there. It's on my channel called Tapping, how to do EFT tapping. Do your tapping. Look at my personal development playlist. Learn how to raise your vibration up, because the more we raise our vibration up, we don't get sick. Okay? Sickness only lives in a lowered vibrational state. This is proven scientifically and medically. So if you've got people around you that are constantly sick, listen to how they talk. Are they always whinging? Do they put people down? Are they always being jealous or spiteful or holding on to regrets? And learn from them how to be better people. Okay? So on that note, love you all. I only do what's in your best interests. And stay tuned, because I've got some good things coming this year. Love you all, and I'll talk to you all soon. Okay, bye.